I'm pleased to introduce our next guest, Tony Arias, who is a merchant banker with ALA Midas Capital. Welcome, Tony.
Hi, Joy. Thanks for inviting me here.
So I hear you've now switched into crowdfunding industry, and you're passionate about helping people live long, happy, healthy lives. So that's very exciting.
Yes, thank you. That's our mission at Healthy Crowdfunder. It's a crowdfunding business that we're just about to launch.
So what got you involved in crowdfunding?
Well, like I said, our mission is to help people live long, happy, healthy lives. As a merchant banker, I've kind of evolved into a different philosophy now. I would like to have financial returns plus social returns for our investors or our stakeholders for that matter.
So how did Obama's decision affect your choices? He made an interesting play about the Jobs Act. Can you elaborate on that a little?
Thank you. That's actually a very historic event. What happened on April 5, 2012, Obama approved the Jobs Act. And what the Jobs Act has done is really legitimize crowdfunding. Crowdfunding is literally reaching out to the crowd and inviting the crowd to invest. And also, Obama mandated the SEC, Securities Commission, to come up with the rules by early 2013. That's a significant financial news.
So things are happening very fast in the States, but in Canada, it's still not lawful to do equity crowdfunding. So what are you doing about that? Are you involved in any way?
Well, I like the question because, in fact, with Healthy Crowdfunder, our strategy is to phase in our financing or use of crowdfunding. We're going to start with donations, pre-sales of products, and pre-selling the product gives the entrepreneurs and the customers an opportunity to validate the product. And from there, the entrepreneurs are also creating value. When they create value, then we get them ready to issue shares or debt for that matter.
Okay. And what are some of the risks involved with crowdfund for equity?
The biggest issue that the SEC are kind of screaming about is fraud, fraud, fraud. But what we do is we check on the people first, the CEOs and the management. Once you've eliminated that kind of risk, the next focus is on focusing on their core competency. We would like to make sure the management are able to execute the business plan. That, to me, is the bigger risks.
And so you have some checks in place. For example, you're working with Sarah Hanks. Can you tell us what she does?
Yes, Sarah will be glad to hear this. Sarah Hanks, for everybody's benefit, is the CEO of CrowdCheck. And what they will do is do a background check on the CEO and the management as far as their securities compliance records and also as far as the record as to commercial fraud, for that matter.
I've also heard something about a CAPS accreditation standard, so portal operators will be under certain regulations. Is that correct?
CAPS is the organization that the SEC and other professional people, there is another group called Crowdfunding Professional Association. It's a self-regulating body that will allow us to be able to standardize crowdfunding. So they have what they call the CAPS, and what they do is really making sure that every crowdfunding operator set up a portal that's going to be complying with the standards.
So America is taking great strides towards this equity crowdfunding, which has obvious benefits for the entrepreneurs. It democratizes access to capital, which is very innovative and exciting in financial industry. But Canada lags behind. And you're a member of ICC, Invest Crowdfund Canada, under the leadership of CATA. Can you tell us what ICC is doing for Canada?
Yes, ICC is Invest Crowdfund Canada, and it's an arm of CATA. CATA is Canadian Advanced Technology Alliances. And what we're trying to do is lobby each provinces. And the biggest difference in Canada is we have 10 or 12 different securities regulators. So we'd like to simplify that. Imagine this, Canada, 30 million people. US, 300 million people. We don't want to lose our professionals, our brains, the people who are involved in new technology to the Americans, right? So we would like to make life simple for the entrepreneurs. And the securities law just makes it complicated. It makes it so expensive.
How close are we in BC to enabling entrepreneurs to have equity crowdfunding?
In BC, we have an offering memorandum. The issue I have with the offering memorandum, again, it's cost versus benefits. One of the key requirements is audited financial statements. Like I said before, I'm glad you kind of alluded to Sarah Hanks. The most important thing is to do an audit or background check on the people, the CEO and the management, right? So the cost of auditing, legal, it's just a time waste as far as I'm concerned. What's more important is I'd rather spend more time with doing due diligence on the people.
So there's a lot of work being done behind the scenes to move forward equity crowdfunding in Canada. I mean, personally, I would rather take my money and invest in my neighbor's startup than buy a Lotto 649 ticket. I'd rather place my bets on my neighbor. So I do hope that the works of ICC can forward this in Canada fast so that we don't lose our entrepreneurs south of the border.
I agree. I like the fact that you mentioned that. One of our colleagues says, why did the Supreme Court disapprove a nationalization or harmonization? When in fact the real responsibility should be with the entrepreneurs protecting the investors, not SEC protecting investors. It's the job of our management, it's the job of the people financing them to protect all these investors. Right? So let's give the investors an opportunity to express their values, their wants as to the kind of companies they would like to finance.
So at Healthy Crowdfunder, you've got opportunity for people who are investing in high-tech health and also in various aspects of health and wellness. Can you just share a little bit about what you're doing there?
Yes, thanks for reminding me again. It's called www, it's Invest Crowdfund Canada, www.icanada.nu/crowdfunding/petition/. Oh, don't forget.
Yes. Okay.
Please friend us at Facebook. It's called www.facebook.com/healthy.crowdfunder.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for inviting me, Joy.
It's been a pleasure to have Tony on the show today. Look forward to seeing Healthy Crowdfunder come out to the world very soon.
Thank you. Hello everyone, I am Antonio Arias, the CEO of Healthy Crowdfunder, the first crowdfunder focused on financing health wellness and high-tech health ventures.
And I'm Joy Case, the host and CEO of Fund It TV, where we have fun talking about crowdfunding.
Listen up everyone, we got a problem. Healthcare costs globally is up through the roof. We have to come up with solutions. And this is why, with Healthy Crowdfunder, we just want to encourage all entrepreneurs out there in health and wellness and high-tech health ventures.
And at Fund It TV, we are highlighting Healthy Crowdfunder. We're here to educate everybody.
Yes, here's the deal to all you entrepreneurs. We're inviting you to sign up and get a checklist called Things You Must Do Before You Do Crowdfunding.
And for all of you health-conscious investors, do you want a preview of forthcoming financial opportunities?
Yes.
Would you like to look at those opportunities before we invite other investors or customers to the deals?
Yes.
Then sign up and get your free checklist, things you must do before you buy or invest.
And finally, to all healthimizers out there.
Healthimizer?
Yes,
What is a healthimizer?
Larry Law, my friend, he came up with this word healthimizer. What really is, it is a transition to living from not so healthy to a healthy lifestyle. Who knows, after you change your lifestyle, you might become one of the Healthy Crowdfunder evangelists.
So start your day watching our health tips. It should be the first thing you do in the morning, as soon as you get up.
Yes, remember, it takes 21 days before you could change a habit. Yeah.
So what are you waiting for?
Exactly. Come join us at the Healthy Crowdfunder.